What will happen if the whole world's population is on a keto diet? If the whole freaking world jumped on the keto bandwagon, we'd be in for a wild ride. Sure, many people might shed some pounds, and some might even see improvements in health markers. But on the flip side, we'd be chomping down on so many animal products and fats that the planet would be like, can you not? Our natural resources would take a severe hit. And remember that we're all unique little snowflakes with different dietary needs, so not everyone will be high-fiving each other on their way to ketosis. And how can people manage to get enough keto food? What will happen to the environment if that happens? Imagine the whole world chowing down on meat and dairy for their keto fix. It'd be an environmental nightmare. Thanks to our ever-hungry livestock, we'd see more deforestation, skyrocketing water usage, and a spike in greenhouse gas emissions. And in some parts of the world where fruits, veggies, and grains are the go-to grub, finding enough keto-approved foods would be a real challenge. But hey, we're resourceful creatures, right? We could start munching on insects for protein or even whip up plant-based meat substitutes. Anything to keep the keto dream alive while giving Mother Earth a break. If humankind never developed agriculture enough to feed themselves mainly on carbs, if throughout history, everybody's pretty much on a keto diet, what would society be like? Let's put on our thinking caps and imagine a world where everyone's been on a keto diet throughout history. Here's what society might look like. 1. Population size. Our agricultural systems might have developed differently, with a primarily keto diet focused on animal-based products and limited plant-based carbohydrates, which could mean less available food and a smaller global population, as large-scale agriculture enabled by carb-rich crops like wheat, rice, and corn has supported population growth over time. 2. Hunting and animal domestication. If the keto diet were prevalent throughout history, societies might have focused more on hunting and domesticating animals for their meat, dairy, and eggs. As a result, our relationship with animals could be quite different, with livestock farming and ranching playing a more prominent role in daily life. 3. Cuisine and culture. A world where people mainly consume keto diets would have unique cuisines and culinary traditions, emphasizing meat, dairy, and low-carb vegetables. Carbohydrate-heavy staples like bread, pasta, and rice would be rare or non-existent in this alternate society. 4. Health and wellness. With most of the population on a keto diet, we might see different health trends and concerns. While some people might have better control over blood sugar levels and experience weight loss, others might face nutrient deficiencies or other side effects from a long-term high-fat, low-carb diet. 5. Economic implications. Industries and economies could look quite different in this alternative world. Livestock farming and animal husbandry are likely major industries, whereas agriculture for carbohydrate-rich crops would be less significant. The market for keto-friendly products and services would be much larger, and there might be less demand for processed foods high in sugar and refined carbs. 6. Environmental impact. A keto-focused society might also have different environmental challenges. With an increased reliance on livestock, greenhouse gas emissions from animal agriculture could be higher, leading to more significant climate change concerns. At the same time, lower demand for carbohydrate-rich crops might reduce the need for large-scale monoculture farming practices, which can lead to soil depletion and other ecological issues. While it's impossible to predict everything accurately in this altered world, here are some possible societal changes in a world where people primarily consume a keto diet throughout history. 1. Travel. With a greater reliance on hunting and animal husbandry, communities might have initially been more nomadic, frequently traveling in search of food sources. However, over time, people would likely establish settlements near reliable sources of meat and low-carb vegetables, leading to a more settled lifestyle. 2. Freedom. With a smaller global population and less reliance on large-scale agriculture, societies might develop as more minor, more autonomous units, leading to greater individual freedom, as people might rely less on centralized power structures for sustenance and resources. 3. Respect for nature. A society based primarily on hunting and animal husbandry might foster a stronger connection with nature as people become more directly engaged with the environment for sustenance, leading to tremendous respect for natural resources and ecosystems. 4. Spirituality. The relationship between diet and spirituality is complex and varies significantly among cultures. However, societies in this keto world might develop spiritual beliefs and practices centered around their unique relationship with animals and the environment. 5. Smaller governments. With smaller, more self-sufficient communities, there might be less reliance on large, centralized governments. Societies in this keto world could be more decentralized, with governance occurring at the local level. 6. Environmental consciousness. In a world where animal agriculture plays a more prominent role, people might be more aware of the environmental impact of their food choices, leading to more significant efforts to develop sustainable animal husbandry practices and address the environmental challenges associated with increased livestock production. It's important to remember that this is a speculative look at an alternate world where everyone has been on a keto diet throughout history. The actual outcome would be influenced by numerous factors and complex interactions that we cannot predict with certainty. But it sure is fascinating to imagine